Hi everyone. Well, I am officially on summer vacation. I'm so excited. Who doesn't like to be on summer vacation? My kids are thrilled. We had a wonderful last week of school. It was so much fun. Yesterday was a little emotional, for the students who are not going to be returning because rather they're moving on to high school, or maybe they're moving out of town and going to have to switch schools. That's always hard and emotional because we know that most children, I'd say all, do love stability and predictability. They thrive in that kind of environment. So when life takes them onto a different course, it is hard. But it's hard for me too. Some of them were even crying, and I just tried to say to them, it's probably a good thing that this is sad and this is hard, because it means this chapter of your life was really good. If it wasn't good, you'd be thrilled that it's ending and you're moving on. But because you had a really great chapter of rather elementary school, or at this particular school, because it was so good, it's hard to say goodbye. And ultimately, that's a good thing. And while I'm telling them that, I'm like preaching to myself, because I'm finding this year so hard too. I think I told you last week that I've never been to this school without Truxton, that I found out I was pregnant with Truxton, my oldest son's first day of kindergarten. So he has gone from being in my tummy to a carrier to holding my hand to running in front of me, and all the way up now to saying goodbye and leaving elementary school. So it's been a really emotional period of time for me, because it's an end, just like it is for lots of the students. So as I'm telling them that, I'm trying to remind myself that, okay, you've had a really great 14 years. And, as I'm telling them that even though you say goodbye here, that the new chapters will have their own beauty, I'm trying to remind myself of that as well. Because with this new chapter, not only is my youngest son heading off to high school now I am just going to school and working there and drop off and pick up, all of that with just one child, which I never have done. Even when my oldest was in kindergarten, his younger brother Venix would tag along, and then of course there was Truxton and Nevaeh, and I've never been to doing this kind of thing with just one kid. So it's a whole new chapter for so many members of our family, and looking back and rejoicing on what was good, and allowing ourselves to be sad that it's ending, because we're human, but having to find hope for beauty in what lies ahead. So that's where I am right now. All right, so this week for groceries, I am picking up some specifics for summer, just, like snacks and treats, and then also Canada Day is coming up. I don't do anything huge for Canada Day. And, when you look at how we celebrate Canada Day versus America celebrates Independence Day, it's night and day. We don't go all out like that, but we do a little something with the food. And when we didn't have as many kids, we would go to some Canada Day events. It's just, our city's large, and finding parking is a real pain. And then trying to keep a large group together through really crowded areas is hard. So we haven't really gone out and done that kind of thing. Maybe we will again this year, but we're definitely going to celebrate with some Canadian food. So with that said, I went to the farm just a minute ago, so let's start us off there. Look at what is at my Real Canadian Superstore. This is our first day on summer vacation, and out in display is back to school. Nonsense. Nonsense. Move on to the produce I purchased from the farm. 2 bags of snap peas. I really wish Costco would get snap peas back, but yeah, none. So 2 from the farm for $1.99 each. The raspberries for this carton was $6, and the blueberries and strawberries were $12. Now, the peppers were not a great price. It's a decent sized bag though, $5 for them. $1.89 per pound for the Pink Lady apples, 69 cents each for the lemons. And I wish I could pick up more, but they did not look very good. And at Real Canadian Superstore, they're $1.25 per lemon. I'm like, nope, 2 will do. And then the cherries were $4.99 a pound. From Costco, just 2 items, cucumbers for $3, the bag of baby ones for $3.27 a bag, and $9 for the 6 romaine hearts. From Real Canadian Superstore, corn on the cob was 64 cents each, no limit, and it actually looked good. I purchased 4. Celery, really good price. It was $1.47 per bunch, so that's why I purchased it there versus Costco this time around. And then another carton of strawberries, because we're going to be using up a lot, which is with Canada Day, and this was $6. Fridge and freezer products from Real Canadian Superstore. The freezer meals for my husband are on sale this week for $3.50 a package. He does not like the new version or the new variety, so I went back to the old. Chicken, korma, pad thai, General Teo, and a butter chicken. These 2 ice cream bars are on clear out. They were $2.44 each, Rocky Road and plain vanilla. These are actually like really good quality and good. The frozen vegetables, we needed more. Corn, Green Giant brand was 20 cents cheaper than the President's Choice brand, so I purchased it for $3.79. The PC fruit blend was this peach, strawberry, pineapple, mango. $17, but because it's points day today, anyways, it's points day. It's very low key, but you could get $2 back in points, so it made it cheaper than Costco. That's why I went with it from there. Okay, look what's back, guys. The croissants. Some of us Canadians were wondering if these were going to return or not. They have. And with points day, I got $1.50 off per bag. I'm so excited. I got chocolate and raspberry. We'll definitely be having those this weekend. For deli meats, the Ziggy's, you got 200 grams for $5. Roast beef and honey ham. Yogurt tubes for $2.79. Sorry, I'm going to put these in the freezer. Cold foam, $5, the vanilla kind. One of my sons is very interested in the dirty sodas. I'm like, that's just cold foam, and it's going to be cheaper to make it at home. So I'm going to use these for my iced coffees, and I'll make him a dirty soda with them sometime soon. Okay, and then Yogo yogurt. Look, I said it right. $6.50. It's on sale, and I thought this variety pack looks super good. It's mango, vanilla, strawberry, kiwi, and pineapple coconut. Yay. Okay, Costco. Coffee creamer, $3.19, $5.81 for the 2% 4-liter jugs of milk, $5.79 for the salted butter, and $10.50 for the 30 extra large eggs. On sale are the beef and bean burritos. This package is on sale for $15, and for I think it was $11, the Kraft peanut butter ice cream bars. My family loved these, so when they were on sale, I thought, yes, please, so good. The Kirkland 3-pack yogurt I was able to find this week, $12, $26 for the Kirkland chicken breast chunks. These are good. On sale are the Harvest hot dog wieners. $12, I believe it was. Mozzarella, this brand is on sale for $12.50, and the Kraft cheese slices are on sale for $8. Last but not least, some canned whipped cream for $10. All remaining items, and we got a lot of them. I'll try to make sure I don't get lost in this shuffle of this mess. All right, some ramen, the chicken vegetable flavor, 4 packs, 39 cents each. Some cling wrap, $5 for the 60 meters. Oil. Now, I swear I have vegetable oil here. I remember purchasing it. It doesn't seem like that long ago, but I can't find it anywhere. So I needed to purchase some more. They do not have the no name version at Superstore today. I don't know where it is. So I went with the Crisco and it was $6. The Blue Menu sparkling waters were on sale this week for $1 each. So I purchased 2 peach mango flavor bottles. The Coca-Cola and the Canada Dry, they were $7.50 a piece, limit of 4. I love the Coke. It's the FIFA World Cup cans. Yay, that's so fun. I'm really curious to see whether or not it's all of them or just one country in there. And then for the ginger ale, it is a strawberry lemonade. I have had my eyes on this for a long time, and this was actually the very last package of it, so I'm glad to get it. And we will add the cold foam to this to make a version of the McDonald's strawberry and Sprite dirty soda. All right, fruit juices. My son is not feeling very good, right? So I wanted to pick him up some juice. The Sunripe was on sale this week for $1.25 per carton. I got fruit punch and grape. Some of the mist flavors, normally I get the peach. I went with strawberry this time. It's a 6-pack for $4.50. They're so good, and it's nice that it's sweetened with stevia. For coffee, some coffee filters for $3.50 a package. This Nescafe iced coffee package here, container. So it's on sale this week for $6.50, and I had a $3 coupon, $3 off coupon. So I only paid $3.50 for it. Yay! I love saving money like that. Okay, so for some pantry snacks, we only really get these in the summer. The breadsticks and cheese and the pretzels and cheese, these are $1.50 a piece. This is interesting. I thought it'd be nice and tasty, just a little side snack. Swiss cheese sticks is quite a small box, and it was $3. Hopefully it's good. Small package of craisins. I wish I could get the larger bag, but what I find is we don't eat them fast enough and they kind of dry out and it's not nice. So I thought I'd just go with the small 170 gram bag. I think this was $3. The Pull and Peel Twizzlers, I was not planning on purchasing, but this is $2.50, and it was a deal of the week where, for those of you who do not know, the cashier always asks you when she's finished ringing up your food items, would you like the deal of the week? And if she doesn't ask you if you want the deal of the week, then you actually get it for free. Anyway, they're pretty good about asking, and I always say no, but this time for $2.50, my kid's favorite licorice, I said yes. Raisins, same issue as I have with the craisin. So just a small carton of it. For like $8 would be way better to get a big bag, but we just don't go through them that fast. Okay, the crispy minis. Oh, these are why are these called the crispy minis? The small ones are. These are just the normal sized ones. I don't know why they're minis, but I chose white cheddar and caramel chocolate chip. Nice little quick snacks to have on hand. These are $2.24 each on sale. Look at this. Jalapeno burger buns. I'm gonna have these with some chicken burgers this week. These were on sale for $3, and there is 8 in a pack. Some Angel food cake. Now this is going to be my Canada Day dessert along with whipped cream and strawberries. I love Angel food cake. And normally I make something from scratch, but I thought this year I'm burnt out. I'm going to just have it made for me. These cheese nib Ritz crackers, they were on clear out for $1.88 box, and I purchased 2. I'm just wanting to remember so I don't tell you that all over again. I purchased 2 of them. Rigatoni, nice pasta for a nice easy supper this week, $1.40 for this bag. Mr. Freeze, the small freezies. So my freezer does not hold jumbo freezies. I wish it did, it just does not. So I need to get the smaller ones, pack of 48 for $8. Fruit Stations applesauce cups are still on sale for $2.50, and the only flavor they have there is strawberry kiwi, so I got strawberry kiwi again. $9 for this large box of oatmeal crisp with the freeze-dried fruit, so good. Then this corn Chex, so I purchased 3 boxes of it. It was on clearance as well for $2.24 a box. Now that does still seem quite high, but normally this is $4. Oh no, that's the sale price. Normally on sale for $4 a box. Because normally when it goes on sale, it's 2 for $8. So that's actually a really good price. The Primo brand was all on sale this week for $2 for whatever you chose of it, and limit of 4. So I chose 2 zesty, thick and zesty pasta sauces and 2 pizza sauces. I'm going to make some Hawaiian pizza for Canada Day for our supper. So I needed some pizza sauce. Okay, Costco, $4.57 for some brown sugar. Okay, we have a big pile here. The tortillas, $10 for the big bag, and I'm just gonna lift this off. The Dempster's hot dog buns were on sale this week for $3.50, I think it was. I may be wrong with that, but they are on sale this week. Bubbly, I went with the grapefruit, blueberry, raspberry, lime package for $15.79. Over here we have some more cereal. Look at it, they went retro. I love the retro look. Frosted Flakes, the jumbo box. It's not on sale, so it's $10. But this almond fruit crunch, it is on sale. This is really good. This is probably like one of the healthiest tasting cereals / granolas we've ever tasted. It's really good and it's really expensive. So this box, 900 grams, it's on sale for $12. So unless it's on sale, we just cannot do it. All right, these little caramel filled ice cream cones, I thought they'd be perfect for summer. This package is on sale this week for $10. We have not had pancake mix for ages, and so it's time to get some in our home so we can have pancakes quick and easy. This package was $14. Fig bars at $24 were completely out, so we needed more. Granola bars, sorry, I'm twisting my body. The Made Good version or brand, and these were, I think it was like $13.99 or $13.50. We were completely out of granola bars too, so needed that. For bread this week, I chose some sourdough bread. Nice to do something different through the summer. $10 for this 2 loaf package, but it's they're good size loaves, which is really nice. Paper plates. We don't use paper plates very often, but when we do, we use at least 6. So we go through them kind of fast. $15 for this great summer package. Look at that. I love it. So fun. It'd be good to have these around for those times where you're having just maybe some extra snacks or dessert. We don't want the extra dishes. The French's fried onions. We haven't had these in a really long time, but quite a few of the family members really enjoyed them on salads and burgers. So it was time to purchase them again, $9. So much cheaper at Costco than it is anywhere else. Tank tops. A couple of my sons have outfits where tank tops are kind of ideal to have underneath. So all 3 of them can actually fit into these. $17 for this 5-pack candy, camp candy to be exact. How good is this? $10 for this bag. And then the corn chip dippers, they've returned to my Costco, $6. And the last thing that I purchased today is this Cineplex Child's Admission. My daughter and I are gonna go see Toy Story 5. I also made a quick trip into Dollarama today because someone put on my grocery list to get a new spray bottle. I'm guessing it's one of my sons for their hair. Anyway, so I've purchased one for them. And while I was there, I did pick up some art supplies for my daughter because it's summer holidays, and being the youngest plus the only girl, you know, it's nice for her to have some things to keep her busy. We're going to head to the library and pick up a bunch of books and DVDs as well. But yeah, she's very crafty and she likes to work on detail-oriented things, and she can do it for a really long period of time, which is great. So I like just to get stuff from the dollar store so that we can get more. These are color by numbers, and they are 5 packs for $1.50. Look at these. Aren't those great? There's some shadow there. Yeah, so the 5 of those and then 5 of these ones. These will keep her busy for a little while. And then these are the diamond painting. I guess these are plaques. Look at that. See all those little dots? And let's see if we can see one here. So there's little beads in there. It's kind of hard to see. And so she's gonna put them on all the little dots, and it makes these really beautiful pictures. These are $2.50 each, a llama, a deer, and a parrot. Some bubbles. Summer without bubbles, right? And I just love this container being in an ice cream cone. So cute. And then this is another diamond painting set. Just, you know, a little bit easier than the others, but still very, very detailed. So it'll take up a good chunk of time, and she can stay focused on some of these things. And this will be our first batch for her. Because we don't want her bored, right? Now, one of the traditions that we have in my vehicle, like the one that I drive, is to have Tootsie Pops in the vehicle for the summer. So I purchased 2 packages. These were $1.25 each. I don't know when it came about, but it was been since my 2 older boys were really young. So it's just a fun tradition to keep. And then last but not least, some Canadian or Canada napkins for Canada Day. I was tempted to purchase some plates, but I was like, you know what, we don't need them. We'll just use the plates we have. But it is fun to have some napkins and it just be a little festive. Thankfully, it has been a very long time since I have had to deal with my bags and groceries being so wet. All my bags are scattered through the main floor, trying to dry off. Having to dry them up before I pack them away so they don't get moldy. Yeah, it's a wet one today. Okay, good news. I was able to fit all of those freezer items into my freezer. Barely. It was one of those situations where I was kind of playing Tetris with the items and like kind of shoving them in, and got the door closed, so we are good, but that was a close call. Shouldn't do that again. All right, because like freezer, what are you gonna do if things don't fit? They need to. But anyway, so doors closed. Phew, we're okay for this week. Prices, I had to write them down so that I wouldn't forget. Okay, Real Canadian Superstore was $243, the Farm $40, and Costco $365. So all together, $648. It's a big one this week, and hopefully it lasts us a little bit of time. But yeah, it's a really big grocery haul, which I knew it would be, but it always is a little hard to hear those numbers and then have to go shop in a few weeks, or not in a few weeks, in a few days. My goodness, I am so tired right now. I need a day to be a vacation, like a rest day, to come and settle the mind and get everything linked back together properly. Oh, and that price does include things like the tank tops and the movie passes. So are you guys enjoying watching the World Cup games? We are. It's been so fun to watch. For Canada, our next game is Sunday. We made it into the knockout round. I think this is the first time ever. So we're really thrilled. And it's been really fun to watch all the other teams too. We don't, of course, watch all the games because that would be like a full-time job, but we do catch what we can when we can. And I'm really happy that for all the games that we've had here, that our weather, like up to today, has been really good, because that really helps out with the march to the stadium and all the restaurants and pubs to have patio, like people out on the patio, make more room, make more sales. So I'm really grateful that it has been so far very successful. All right, to all you Canadians, happy Canada Day. I hope that if you get the day off, you get to go have some fun or relax, kind of like what I do. Maybe eat some Canadian food. On that note, actually just triggered a memory. For anyone who does not know how to pronounce this item properly. So you know how like Crumble Cookie and lots of other places are putting out food or dessert that's from the different countries. Or, you know, we've had a lot of people come into Canada and try some of our Canadian food that isn't other places, and they've posted it like on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, and they cannot say this word properly, and it's hilarious. It's just so cute to hear all the different pronunciations of it. Okay, so if you are trying the Nanaimo bar, that is how you pronounce it, Nanaimo. Oh my goodness, isn't it fun to see things that you take for granted enjoyed by others and experience for the first time? Such fun. But we love it. We love hearing all the different ways people are pronouncing it. So, Nanaimo. Okay, after a city here, Nanaimo. But, okay, Canadians, happy Canada Day. Everyone else, thank you so much for watching this week's grocery haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're having a fantastic, officially now, summer. And I hope that you come back again next week to see what I pick up my family of 6 then. Bye, everyone.